Hey guys, welcome back. Today I have something a little different. I'm going to be doing a shootout between two guitars. Um, Both of them are Strat style guitars. Both of them are budget guitars. One is significantly more for those that are on a limited budget and price, but not much. But I guess it would be considered significant. It's probably $100 plus more. And we'll go over the pros and cons. Hopefully this will be an interesting exercise for you. So first off, we've got this guitar number one or whatever is the Amyove Strat style guitar. You can see here it's sunburst. It's a matte finish. The guitars, I'm going to put this down just so you can see, focus on the guitars more, okay? Body of the guitar is matte finish. It is sunburst in color. These are ceramic pickups. It's described as a rosewood fretboard. And that's it. I mean, it's basically an inexpensive Strat style guitar with sealed tuners, nothing special, and a rosewood fretboard. The main difference between this guy and the one I'm going to show you next, the Squier, is that this is an HSS configuration. It's got a humbucker in the bridge and two singles, ceramic pickups. The second guitar is good old Squier, right? This is a Squier Affinity, gloss body, also sunburst. More traditional configuration, 3 single coils. They're ceramics, no humbucker, 3 singles, single in the bridge. Both guitars are poplar wood bodies. Main difference is this is a maple neck, maple fretboard I should say. The other one is a rosewood fretboard. What else? Comparable sealed tuners. This is your traditional Strat style guitar. Your Strat headstock, although it's a big headstock. Everything else on these guitars are very comparable. Again, main difference is the pickup configuration. HSS on that one, triple single on this. Maple fretboard, rosewood fretboard. I want to let you hear the difference in sound between a no-name brand Strat style guitar and a Squier, household name, right? Fender, Squier, Affinity Strat. So let's start off with this guy, and I'll play some clean stuff on this guitar, and then we'll do the same comparably on the other guitar. Okay? So we'll start out. This is all in the first pickup setting, which is the neck pickup. Now I'm going to go over to the neck and the middle pickup. Oops. And now the middle position, which is the well, this is just the middle pickup now. Getting confused myself. And now the middle and the bridge pickup. All singles again. And now finally, just the bridge pickup. And now I'm going to put on the second guitar, or the first guitar I should say, which is the Amyove, or Amyove. We'll give it the identical run through. Okay? First pickup, which is the neck pickup, single coil. And now the neck and the middle pickup. And now just the middle pickup. Now the middle pickup and the bridge humbucker. And now finally just the bridge or the humbucker alone. Okay, so now you heard comparable settings, although this is the humbucker configuration versus the 3 single for both guitars. Now I'm going to unplug this guy and get the Squier back, Squier Affinity, and I'm going to put on distortion so we can hear what it sounds like distorted. Okay, here we go. This is the neck pickup, which is just the single pickup by itself. And now the neck and the middle pickup engaged. Now just the middle pickup. Middle and the bridge pickup. Finally, just the bridge. Now I'll play some individual notes with all of the different pickup settings. Okay, so that is the Squier Affinity. Now we will take the Amyove again, and we'll run it through the same drill of dirt or distortion on the guitar. Again, this is the first pickup setting, neck pickup. Now the neck and the middle pickup. Just the middle pickup. Middle and bridge humbucker. And now finally, just the bridge pickup, which is the humbucker. And now play some individual notes with the distortion again. Okay, so, not sure how well this translates to the poor quality audio on my recording here, but I'll give you my honest opinion of playing both of these guitars, pluses and minuses. So first off, we'll start with the Squier Affinity. It's a solid guitar. Clearly the build quality on here feels better than this guitar, although not much. The main thing is it's full gloss polyurethane finish on this guitar, so for those of you that like that, you get it on here. It also has a maple fretboard, which some prefer, some don't. It has the classic Fender headstock. This is the big headstock, the 70s headstock. The pluses on this guitar. So first off, if you're going to have, at some point in time, resell this guitar, you're probably going to get maybe 50 to 60% of what you spent on this guitar down the road. Maybe more, depending upon if it's an in-demand model or color. So you will get back a much better return on your investment for buying a Squier guitar. Although, you know, it's not a Fender, right? It's not an American-made guitar, but you still get a decent return back on one of these guitars. The other positive on this is the tuners on here are fairly decent tuners. They lock in nice, they don't slip. Although they are cheap tuners, they're good cheap tuners. The feel of the neck is fine. It's a great playing experience. I wouldn't say it's super thin, but it's not super thick baseball bat either. It's sort of like right in the middle. Everything else, the controls, the switches, feel solid on this guitar. So, yes, it's a nice playing guitar. Now, we'll go over to this guy. Again, it's not chintzy. For an inexpensive budget, no-name guitar, this thing does feel relatively well built. Now, grant you, it is a matte finish, so they're saving manufacturing dollars on this guitar. There's no polyurethane gloss on here, so they save money. Some people like a matte finish. If that's the case, you may have a positive here. It also has a rosewood fretboard as opposed to the maple fretboard. Again, some of you like the feel of a rosewood fretboard versus the slicker maple fretboard, although on that guitar it is gritty. It's not really slick. The neck on here I like better, actually. I have to admit, I like the feel of this neck better than I do that Affinity. It's slightly thinner. It's more comfortable to my hand, and I personally like the neck on this guitar better. The tuners on here, the weakest point. These are not very good tuners. They don't hold tune extremely well. They do have a little bit of slipping on them and catching. So versus the Squier, the tuners on the Squier are significantly better. You're getting the gloss finish on the Squier. You're getting the name brand. If you go to resell one of these things after you change your mind, you're going to lose your money on the guitar. No one, if you can sell it, that is. These are not easy to sell because they're not branded name guitars. So, but I don't think if you're buying a budget guitar at this price point, you're buying it with the intention of making money on it or reselling it anyway. You're buying it to learn on or to use as an extra guitar. Let's get down to the most important part, sound. Again, this is to my ears. And again, I know it's difficult on this low, inexpensive webcam for you to understand or hear what I'm talking about. I just wanted to give you some idea to see if there was any distinct difference that you hear as a viewer. I like this guitar better than I like the Affinity. I love the way this guitar sounds, especially with the middle pickup and humbucker engaged, right, which is position 4, as well as 5, which is purely just the humbucker. Even the single coils on here I find to be more pleasant to my ears than that Affinity. Now, they're all cheap ceramic pickups on both guitars. But for some reason, I like these pickups better than I do the Affinity, which is interesting. I like the feel of this guitar better. I like the playing experience of this guitar better than I do the Squier Affinity. And here's the catcher here now for average Joes or guys that are just starting out or just learning or just wanting extra guitars, whatever the case might be, hobbyists like myself. This guitar on Amazon is normally $113.99. It's always $99.99 on Amazon. You get a case with it and you get accessories with it. The case is a gig bag, but you're still getting a gig bag. That Squier, you get absolutely nothing. So the normal price of this guitar is $99.99. The normal price of the other guitar here, which is this guy, the Squier Affinity, is $229.99. Now, for that $130 difference, is this guitar $130 better than this guitar? In my opinion, this guitar is less money and better than this guitar. But you're going to get a better resell on this guitar. It does have a gloss finish. It does look nicer. It does have the Fender Squier breed, logo on the headstock. If you do resell it or trade it, you're going to get more because it is a Squier or a Fender than you are for this guy. But again, I didn't buy it with that thought in mind. And what else? Tuners are a little bit better on the Squier. So if you're hell-bent on having a name brand on your guitar, go with the Squier. If you don't care, like I personally don't care about the brand, being an average Joe and buying, cheap gear to begin with, this Amyove you can't beat. Amyove, whatever the hell it is. I really love this guitar. For the price point, it's insane. And sometimes you can even get it less than $99.99 if you get a sale on Amazon, which just blows my mind. So when I said, is this the mono price killer, as far as Strat copies are concerned, I believe this to be better than a mono price. This is just one man's opinion, being average Joe over here. Guys, I'd love to hear your opinions on this one. Let me know below if you could hear a difference, because I clearly could in this room. The pickups on this guitar are better than the pickups on that Squier Affinity. And if you hear a difference or disagree, fire them below in the comments. Love to get your thoughts and ideas on what was presented today. It's going to be a debate. I'm sure there are going to be people saying you're out of your freaking mind, the Squier is much better, or whatever the case is, and that may be to your ears the truth. But but to my ears and to my playing experience, I like this guy better. So, if you find, oh, the other thing, real quick. If you are concerned about warranties and things of that nature, you probably are better off going, obviously, with a name brand like a Fender Squier, because they will probably service the guitar at some point in time without any issues. Bring it to a local dealer. You're probably not going to have any local dealers for this Amyove around, so you have to buy that. Keep that in mind when you buy the guitar. But again, for the money I spent, which was less than $99.99, if I get 2 years out of this guitar, I'm happy. And I can tell just by the build quality of this thing, I'm going to get a hell of a lot more than that. Also, from a modding platform standpoint, I don't know if this has the same innards, because I haven't taken it apart as the Squier does. I know the Squiers you can upgrade, and you can, put certain Fender parts on the guitar. They're interchangeable. I don't know if you can do the same thing with the Amyove. But again, on average Joe, I'm not doing that. Leaving the guitars just as is. And as is, I really like the Amyove better. So again, guys, if you find these videos interesting and useful, please subscribe. If you have comments regarding either one of these guitars, put them below. And again, I'll do my best to answer your questions. And please, let me know your thoughts on what you think about what you've just seen with these two guitars and your opinions. Okay? Until the next time, guys, as always, be well and stay safe. Take care.